What's up, YouTube? I'm gonna read this. This is a post as you see from the Lapif group, so I'm gonna read it, and then we're gonna go from there. Modern men, quote: Kevin Samuels told us women are home wreckers because they end relationships more than men. Men will give the woman chance after chance but never leave. Unquote. The truth: modern men don't end relationships because they're afraid of being alone and are afraid of being single. Modern men don't want to risk giving up someone to their domestic duties or their free access to sex. If a man is unhappy in a relationship, he will raise hell and bring major chaos, forcing the woman to leave. If he has the opportunity to cheat, he will. When single men get older, they realize how dependent on women they actually are. Older men are frantic at the thought of not having a woman near. Older single women are more independent than older single men. Women are more likely to risk being single than men. Stop acting like modern men are hopeless romantics. If they had options or someone else lined up, they would leave in a heartbeat. Then, as you see, she has that picture there. Okay, so in general, I think to sum this up in one or two sentences, she's saying women take chances because the typical, they're independent, don't give a fuck, right? Whereas the men are just these, scared puppies that are afraid to be, dying alone. Like she flipped it kind of technically. So let's start from the top and go through and see if there's anything that I can point out. So, quote: Kevin Samuel told us women are homewreckers because they end relationships more than men. Men will give women chance after chance but never leave. Now, I've never watched a Kevin Samuels video from start to finish. I've only watched the short videos he's posted, the Instagram conversations, stuff like that. I've never watched a start to finish show. So some things I can't verify nor deny. I don't know. For this specific quote here, which I don't know why she quoted it, is it's not an actual. I guess you can do that. I guess you can. Maybe I've done it. I don't know. Anyway, I have heard him say, because he had a whole Homewreckers episode, and then he's mentioned it a few times, that women do leave their households, if I'm not mistaken, for frivolous reasons or reasons that are just stupid. Like being bored or just that last hope at doing better. Things like that. From what I saw and what I heard, I don't think he actually said they're home workers for the simple fact that they leave more than men do. So I think that's a massive misrepresentation of what his point was, or this isn't a case of hearing what you want to hear. And the second half about men will give the woman chance after chance but never leave. I don't. I don't think nobody's ever said. Well, I'm not. I don't mean actually nobody. I use that loosely. You know what I mean. It's just, I guess, a figure of speech, but I'll say it anyway. I don't think I haven't heard anybody make that argument that men will just get cheated on, used, abused, and all that stuff, and just stay just because. I don't think I've heard anybody ever make that argument. The closest I can think of about someone making that argument for men is because of the family court and all these other things that are seemingly built up against men. Men will, you know what, I got kids. I'm not getting the sex I want. I'm not getting the attention I want. Fuck it. I'm here 10 years deep. Do I want to go back out there? Not really. Is the exchange good enough? Fuck it. Whatever. I'll stay. If I leave, she get my pension. If I leave, she get ladies, lady supporters, spousal support, transition support still exists. It may not be alimony for rich niggas, but it still exists. And if I have little money, Why wouldn't I protect little money? This argument is stupid. Anyway, but that's the closest I've heard. Now, the truth. Modern men don't end relationships because they're afraid of being alone and are afraid of being single. Okay? That's appropriate. That's a realistic way to look at life. I know y'all are on the whole I'm independent. I don't give a fuck. Like, for one, as I stated in one of my other videos, why y'all are afraid of dying alone, is because y'all don't ever actually see the problems of dying alone. People baby you. People, and I don't mean that as an insult, I'm just stating reality. People baby you. If they know you're off on Thanksgiving by yourself and they don't think you just starting it up in Miami, they will go out and make your life better. People will baby you. So you don't see you don't see older women dying alone. So that fear there isn't for you. And also with that babying comes a false sense of, I got this by myself. Like people on welfare. I got this by myself when you're on Medicare, Medicaid, and all that other shit. But this is a realistic way of looking at life. Do I want to be 50? Hell, even when I was a late teenager and I'm looking at a bunch of like niggas in their 40s, still trying, or 50s even, trying to do like club shit and pimp games, like, you not tired? It's a realistic way to look at life. Do I want to be dating at 50, 60? Or do I want to sit my old ass down and be cool? Why is this an insult of, I don't want to be single at 50? Why is that an insult? Now, granted, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt, or give her some leeway here. She is talking about someone who is, she feels, misrepresenting what she goes through as a woman. So I'll give her that. Modern men do not want to risk giving up someone to do their domestic duties or free access to sex. Okay, here's the thing. I'm 30. I haven't given a fuck about having quote unquote free access to sex in some years. First of all, it's not free. It's not free at all. One of the things that really made me not really like look at sex differently, look at how it pertains to relationships differently, is I realized how much it was actually costing me, how much it was actually like leaving me tied to this person who I kept telling we should not be in a relationship. But I kept laying off when, like, it was right every night. It was just like, I guess it's not that bad. And you women will admit this. Broke dick's the best dick. You want to leave him, but he put it down on you just right. So you let him get you pregnant for the 7th time. After a while, you stop really giving a fuck about sex to that degree. That's when you're like 20 and full of cum. You're just like, I don't care. I don't care. Take my house. Take it all. I really need to get rid of this. Help me. That's when it matters. Not when you 30, 40 years old. You don't give a damn at that point. And as far as domestic duties, well, yeah. This idea of being independent and doing everything yourself is a load of crap. I'm single, live by myself. I do every fucking thing. It's a load of crap. Starting your day at 4 a.m., working, trying to fit the gym in, or even maybe some errands, trying to cook, then wash the dishes, trying to enjoy a little bit of relaxed time before you go to bed to start the shit all over again. You saying you want to do that by yourself is a load of shit. And you're an idiot for wanting to do that by yourself as opposed to having a partner. Which takes us to the point that kind of really isn't relevant right now, but I still want to bring it up. That's why we use the terms pick better. It's not necessarily just pick a better grade of guy. No, in some sense, it's pick your battles of what you want to end up dealing with for the rest of your life. Do you want that handsome guy or that sway guy, that whatever the fuck reason you have, just bum living with you that makes you say shit on the internet like, oh, you nigga, all y'all want to do is like have us go a half and then come home and do everything for you. You take that trade off. Next, if a man is unhappy in a relationship, he will raise hell and bring major chaos, forcing the woman to leave. That is a loaded ass statement. Like one of the most loaded statements I've ever seen in my life. That is very circumstantial. What do you mean raise hell? How is he trapped? How is he trapped? Is he legally trapped? Because people leave without signing divorce papers seemingly all the time. So what is he raising hell for? Are you not leaving because you're latching on to someone who doesn't want you? What is the situation why you make this statement? So, out of fairness, I can't really say what I think it really is. I'm just going to leave it at what I kind of think it might probably sound like. If he has the opportunity to cheat, he will. Maybe. I don't know. Depends on the guy you got. If he's thinking more, and it's probably takes an older guy. Maybe. I don't know. Seems like it. That, or maybe also, maybe it takes a certain type of society or community. And here's what I'll say this, and this goes for men and women. You can't bitch about the things that come with freedom, but in this specific case, sexual freedom, and then not understanding why shit happens, while bullshit happens. You want freedom or you want organization? You want freedom or you want structure? You want freedom or you want foundation? You ain't getting them both. Freedom destroys values. Destroys it. Every time I hear people, this community, they have it. This community, well, how much freedom is in that community? When single men get older, they realize how dependent on women they actually are. This is relevant if you've been in a relationship for a long time. Again, I haven't been in a relationship in a handful of years. I'm not dependent on a woman. But like I said, this shit is annoying doing it by yourself. So had I been in that relationship, my most recent, still to this day, and then she left, assuming she was, helping me do something, then yeah, I would if she would leave, again, together up to this point, then she left today, then yeah, over the next few weeks, months, I'd be like, man, damn. She might have been annoying, but that would have been a help. So, if you've had one all this time, then yes, you probably will feel like that. Especially if you genuinely care for that individual. Oh, shit. Older men are frantic at the thought of not having a woman near. What? Are you talking about dementia? What the fuck? What do you mean not having one near? I don't understand that. On the flip side, you can technically say older men and women who aren't getting benefits from the states would be frantic if they didn't have the fuck. This is stupid. This is why I hate these conversations. They're not really conversations. They're glorified jab pieces. God damn. Older single women are more independent than older single men. Based on what? Based on what? Again, you will have more people supporting you than men will. So what are you basing that on? Are you basing on the benefits they get from the state? Are you basing that on the people, they have that they're living with, or what are you basing that on? I that it's really sound these like last seven sentences sound like you pulled them right out of your ass because they're not making any sense. Sound like you just threw them out there just to, I don't know, take a shot. Women are more likely to risk being single than men. Yeah, sure. You all have more safety nets too. So, I mean, okay. Like, what are you really? I don't. What are you proving with that? You have more safety nets. Single mother pandemic, or whatever you want to call it. You have more safety nets. Both of you poor as fuck can't take care of the same kid. You get a check, he get shackles. You have more safety nets. Every president dangles, hey bitch, you want to get rid of those student loans? Better vote for me. You have more safety nets. Like what is that point was pointless. Stop acting like modern men are hopeless romantics. It ain't an act. There's a lot of dudes out here still, despite the laws, wifing y'all up, having babies, posing in pictures, not ask for DNA tests. When y'all outwardly say, I was watching Kendra G. Somebody brought up something about money or whatever. She made it clear. She said, bullshit, y'all ain't about to Jill Scott me and some other chick who just took to court for her money by her husband. Y'all made it clear. Fuck that. Now that these tables is flipping, we making bread, ain't none of that shit. That's why I'm always in the comment section when they start talking about separate accounts. Because when they ain't got bread, but you do, why we got separate? Why we can't? Why? But as soon as they got more money than you, yeah, we can keep them separate. Fucking you know what I got for. So yeah, modern men are kind of hopeless romantics. Well, I'd rather call them stupid romantics, but whatever. If they had options or someone else lined up, they would leave you in a heartbeat. I mean, are you trash? Why the fuck would he leave you in a heartbeat just because he got somebody else lined up? Either you trash or you with an idiot. Pick one. Now, I usually go through the comment section, but I'll do a few. Pay attention to modern men who disagree. Notice the vitriol and anger in the responses. Interesting. Yes, because women, why? This game is getting annoying. They will smack the fuck out of you and go, why are you angry? Oh, I'm a woman, I smacked you, you're angry? Oh, God. This is why you don't pay attention to feminist people. They'll make up anything to take jabs at men. Wow, solid. The only thing I disagree with is men not willing to risk being alone. I'm in a relationship now, but I hate this guy. This guy say the dumbest shit ever. I'm gonna do a montage of certain people in this group and just show you the idiocy of everything they say. She said men throughout the entire thing, and he responded, well, I ain't. All right, Ike. Last one. What makes this false is because the post is presenting this narrative as if it's fact across the board. When truth is both men and women have been wrecking their homes with their toxic and jaded mentalities. But as long as we don't be thoroughly truthful about these subjects, things will never change. She says, nowhere in the post was it stated across the board. You said men. Okay, if it's not across the board, then what is it then? If it's specific situations, why didn't... be right, not positive. I'm out.